This is Lady Mary Grey, and you can't tell from this picture, but she was a dwarf at the court of Queen Elizabeth I. She was born into a very aristocratic family. In fact, she actually had a claim to the throne, but she probably would have been happier if she didn't. Because Queen Elizabeth doesn't have any children herself, she's always really paranoid about cousins like Mary Grey swooping in and stealing the throne from her. Now, Elizabeth's not that worried about Mary herself. Like, she's 4 foot tall and has a hunched back and she's a girl. England is probably not ready to have her on the throne. But they might be ready to have Mary's son as king. So when Mary gets married, Elizabeth freaks out and puts Mary and her husband both in prison, separately. Now, Elizabeth is massively overreacting here. Like, the man Mary marries isn't even a proper aristocrat. He's like this sergeant porter called Thomas Keyes, who's twice Mary's age. This is not a threat to Elizabeth. But Mary never sees her husband again. Now, Mary's husband dies 7 years later, and after that she is allowed a bit more free reign. She lives in a couple different places in London, like the Minories and Osterley, and she actually comes to court a few times, which means it is historically accurate to have a dwarf actress in Elizabethan court dramas. But mostly, Mary prefers not to come to court, and I can't say I blame her.